Dude, who's calling?
JT saying line 4.
Oh, Rekieta wants to talk about John's case real quick. This is Nick Rekieta.
Hey, what's up, brother?
What's up, dude? What do you want to say about John's case?
Well, I mean, I was going to talk about John's and Aaron's case real quick, just because the last caller, he didn't seem familiar with kind of what was going on in those cases and in the jurisdiction. So in stuttering John's case, if I'm not mistaken, Arl and Shuley have filed an anti-slap motion to dismiss the complaint.
Right.
So he was saying that the lawyers are now paid. The judge will just take it to trial. No, he'll process the anti-slap, or they'll argue the anti-slap as a motion to dismiss the case. And if they're successful, the case will end. If they're unsuccessful, the case will proceed on towards trial.
Okay.
So it's not like the judge is just gonna. There's no like, oh, we're gonna keep going to trial now option. They have to go through this the anti-slap motion.
Gotcha.
Currently. So that's that case. Aaron's case, he was calling Aaron dumb, which is always correct. But he was calling Aaron dumb for leaving the plea open to the judge. And in Minnesota, all pleas are open to the judge's discretion. There isn't a way for the county to agree with Aaron's lawyers about what his sentence will be. The judge always has discretion. The judge can always reject the deal. So I agree that Aaron's dumb for all sorts of reasons, but not that one. They did their best on the plea deal. And he actually, frankly, had a just fine plea deal. He just couldn't fucking shut up. And since he couldn't shut up, that's why he's going to jail. It's entirely that.
Right.
The jail sentence is based on the crime, but the fact that he's getting one is based on him being retarded.
Right, because he violated the conditions of his release. That's mainly why he got the jail sentence, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's why jail was added to the sentence. But jail was always on the menu as a condition of probation. They had just negotiated it out at the beginning. But the caveat was, you were in court, right? The caveat was that if he violated, then the county could then basically scrap the jail prohibition and make their argument. So the judge sentenced him.
Gotcha.
Also, he's retarded because the violation occurs. The judge doesn't determine the probation violation. So he's like, oh yeah, the judge threw that up. The judge just said that she wasn't going to consider the probation violation in his sentencing, but the probation violation is determined by the probation officer. And she asked Aaron's lawyer in court, do you want to argue against this? You can basically file a motion to vacate the probation violation, but it happened. So he's completely wrong when he says, oh yeah, the judge just threw out the second probation violation. He has two of them. One last thing that people may not know about this is Aaron has a real problem here because he violated a restraining order against Ashley, and now he has a revenge porn conviction. Both of those are what's called enhanceable offenses in Minnesota.
That's what I said.
If, for example, if Kayla were to file for her own HRO against Aaron, and if she did, she would win automatically. It's in the statute. But if she got an HRO against Aaron and he violates that, it will not be a misdemeanor like it was against Ashley. It will automatically be a felony because of the two enhanceable offenses, and that lasts for 10 years. So if Aaron has an HRO from Kayla, which, like, if she applied for, I don't know, maybe in the next month or so, he would get it automatically 2 years, maybe 5 years. Because he had two violations, the statute would actually allow him to go to have the restraining order last up to 50 years. And if at any point in the next 10 years he violates a restraining order, it's a felony. He will go to prison, not jail.
Jesus Christ.
He fucked himself over. He fucked himself over so bad. There's another really funny thing that he did. He pled guilty to the revenge porn charges, and he didn't use an Alford plea or Norgard plea, which means he pled to the elements of the crime. Minnesota has a civil statute that provides a civil remedy to victims of this crime.
Who gives a shit? Who gives
Aaron
a fuck?
has admitted.
Stop it. That wasn't me. That was OJ.
Aaron,
That's OJ.
that's fine. Aaron has already admitted to all of the elements of the crime. He doesn't get to fight. He would lose at summary judgment. The only thing he would get to fight is how much damage he did to her.
Oh no.
He's fucked. If she decides to sue him, she wins automatically.
Well,
Like
shoot.
he doesn't get a chance to fight back.
I'm
And
sure she's over all this. This is all over and done. Aaron said we're done. This is out of his life, so we're good, right?
Would you have any insights
You know
if
what?
she is planning a lawsuit?
I honestly, at this point, I don't know. This is really, really fucking stressful and hard on her.
Yeah.
She didn't want any of this shit.
Having
at
trouble
all.
getting
She
out of
just wanted
bed,
to live
isn't
her
she?
life.
It's really hard.
Shut up.
No, she's
He's making
all good,
jokes. He's
actually.
making jokes at a horrible
But,
time.
Yeah,
Please
sorry,
talk
I
about your wife
apologize.
suffering more.
It's fine.
Please talk about your wife suffering more.
Sounds good. No, I don't know what she wants to do. I know he thinks that I wanted to file these charges and that I was behind it. That's absolutely not true. I didn't want to file these charges at all.
According to
I didn't want
Gino,
anything to do with him.
according to Gino Bisconte,
Oh, go
you're
ahead.
just suing everyone. You've sued Aaron. I believe your wife is suing you. The state is suing your wife. Everyone's just suing everyone.
Sue everyone.
Yeah, lawsuits everywhere, and yet for some reason none of them seem to be findable. No one's going to any of the hearings. There's just the one lawsuit, I guess, which is resolved now. Like you said, it's all good. But no, he has real problems ahead of him if she decides to pursue it, and she has years. She has years to do so, because the statute of limitations on revenge porn, the civil charge or the civil case, I believe is it's at least 2 years. It's maybe up to 4. So
Holy
this
shit,
is
so
moving
she
over
can
like
make-
for a really long time.
If she wanted, she could just make him sweat for a little bit, make him think everything's
Yeah.
good, and then all of a sudden, bam.
I mean,
Jesus.
so like the low end reality is that she could sue him, automatically win by summary judgment. The only thing she gets to argue is how much damage this did to her. And I don't know if you know it, but like if 10,000 people a day call you a whore, trying to undo that, the cost of reputational repair, like there are reputation repair services, right? You can actually find out how much it costs. It's really, really expensive based on how much notoriety you have. And
I
unfortunately,
understand.
because of me, she has a lot.
It's true. I'm also
So-
very famous, and people call me a hack constantly, and I feel her. Tell her I feel her pain.
She could sue him and automatically win, just argue over damages. She also, like I said, she can get an HRO and she will automatically be awarded the HRO. He won't be able to fight it like Patrick and I are doing against the ones he took out on us. He will lose. It's within the statute.
Is that
So
because
she could
he's
get an
now,
HRO for
and that's because he's now a
Because
convicted
of the conviction.
revenge pornographer?
yes.
Wow.
Yeah, that specific crime is in the statute for the harassment restraining orders. So she will automatically get one for a minimum of 2 years, and they will they'll almost guaranteed renew it for at least 2 years. So he
Crazy.
thinks this is over in 2 years. It's not. Minimum 4 years, likely 10 to 50 years that he has to worry about ever saying her name online or anything like that again. And all because he admitted to it already. He could have pled with an Alford plea and say, I admit to my guilt, but I don't admit to the facts as they happened. And that would have allowed him to fight. But his based and awesome lawyer was
Alfred.
so good that he didn't consider the civil lawsuit. So his lawyer screwed him so hard. It's funny. His lawyer screwed him so hard, I thought it was me.
Hey-o. All right. Hey, do you know anything about the Bossman Jack situation?
I may have some insight into like committing drug crimes on camera. Like that, I know a guy who did that.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, a little bit actually. Like I was watching, and it's pretty interesting because the main problem for him is the probation violation, right? Like
Yeah.
probation violations, they don't. for a criminal conviction is proof beyond a reasonable doubt. Probation violation standard is lower. It's clear and convincing evidence. So winning by clear and convincing evidence just means that it's about 70% likely that they did something versus they didn't. He obviously did this on a live stream. And the other problem with probation violations is you don't have to commit a crime. You have to violate the term of the probation, and your probation officer is the one who determines that. He's boned on the probation offense. Even if he were to win on the criminal charge, they could still find him in violation, because maybe you say, oh, well, I didn't get to complete the sale or whatever, so the transaction didn't occur, but the probation violation was actually in the behavior that was leading up to the transaction, not the transaction itself. So he's completely hosed.
Yeah, he's
on
fucked.
On the probation part.
They tried forever.
I would not want to be him.
They tried. They really did try. They were very lenient on him for a lot of things he was dealing with, and he just couldn't help but fuck himself over. Nick Rekieta, thank you very much. Rekieta Law on YouTube and all that stuff. And
real quick,
yes.
One more thing I meant to say about Aaron's case, the revenge porn case.
Please.
Had they gone to trial, as the other lawyer was talking about, people seem to mistakenly think that they need the picture at all. They didn't need the picture. Gino and Keanu described the picture. They described what was in it, and it meets all the elements. All they have to do is convince a jury that the picture did exist. If you think about it, like, we don't have the picture is akin to saying, well, we can't charge you with murder. There's no body. So
right.
what you could completely.
No, that's true. I saw that on Law and Order.
By,
you need to find the body, and
right.
you need a murder weapon.
And also, a cop can't pretend to be a prostitute if you ask if they're a cop. They have to say yes.
They have to. And Mountain Dew is a good.
We know law stuff.
Right. The other thing is they didn't need Gino or Keanu either.
Who does?
Because, again, all of the statements, no one. All of the statements made by them were admissible with the hearsay exception that existed, and they didn't even have to subpoena them. People were wondering, they said that, they never subpoenaed Gino and Keanu. They weren't going to pursue it to trial, et cetera, et cetera. They couldn't subpoena Gino and Keanu because they didn't have a fucking trial date yet. Like you can't issue a subpoena and tell someone, we need you to come around at some point. They have to put the trial date in there. So it wasn't the proper time to subpoena them, actually. But none of that is necessary for them to convict them of the crime. It happened on camera. It's really easy. But anyway, I don't want to take up too much of your time. I just wanted to clarify those things because they're pretty specific to Minnesota.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. OJ doesn't like you, Nick. OJ, get him.
Shit, I forgot that too.
Yeah, me too. Get him, OJ.
What's up, man? I would have licked your face. Why didn't you want to come to Vegas? How boring.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of dudes that stand around naked in bathrooms with other dudes blowing coke.
Well, I wasn't standing around naked in a bathroom with other dudes. I was standing around.
Oh, that's right.
And the dude happened to.
That's right. Aaron felt too uncomfortable.
He walked up to it.
Fruit.
Exactly.
All right. I thought
Calm
maybe
down, brother.
we could bring you
Why are
guys
you so
together.
angry?
I'm not angry. I just don't like
Me
you.
too.
I mean, you're a fruit.
Oh, that's okay.
Are you
That's true.
Nick Rekieta? Are you indeed a fruit? How do you
I don't think so. I'm more of a
how do you reply to the charges?
Because I'm retarded. That was the joke.
Oh.
Wait, what? What did you say? I'm sorry.
How do you reply to the charges of being a fruit? I mean, there is something to be said about having boners with another man in the room. I mean, OJ's onto something here. I respect you a little bit, but I mean,
Wait, were you guys ever
Look,
in the
I need
same
to-
room boning at the same time?
No.
Yeah, I got the impression everyone was in separate rooms.
There is a story I have told about the one time where something close to that occurred. I don't really want to tell it again, but it ended up with Aaron saying something pretty interesting to April. I don't want to rehash all this stuff.
Sure.
I want to move on with my life and
Yeah.
shit. It was a period of time that was really wild and a whole bunch of reasons for me making bad decisions. I can't do anything about that now. I can only go forward. So what the fuck?
And the biggest loss is you lost the trust of OJ. And I'm sorry.
it's too bad. I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean to.
Wait, hold on. Sorry, Nick. We just saw a picture of a man shitting in a cooler, I think.
Yes, this is a poop cooler. Thanks, Rev Fugly.
Oh, shit. He is shitting in a cooler.
Man.
All right, Nick, we're going to let you go. Thank you so much for calling and giving us insight into the legal matters that obviously we knew, but it was coming from you. It's a little easier for the audience to ingest, you know.
Oh, I still understand nothing.
Oh, me neither.
Yeah, I have no clue. I was 5 minutes into the call when I was still thinking, this guy sounds like Nick Rekieta.
All right.
Oh man, well, thanks for having me on. You guys have a great show.
Thank you.
Catch you later.
All right. Love you more than a friend.
Yeah.
The great
I
Nick
basted my
Rekieta.
turkey. I'm like, wow, this guy does a good Nick Rekieta impression. I had no
100%.
idea what you're talking.
Real quick, when it comes to the Bossman Jack thing, Bossman Jack has been sentenced. Where was it? It was like 3 years or something.